Hello and welcome to Erin Martin Wellness. Today we are going to be moving through a deep hip opener. Please find any blocks you might need. If you have a yoga strap or a long towel, be sure to grab that now so that you have it throughout the practice. We'll begin today's practice in seated position, so if you need a pillow or bolster or anything to get comfy there, find your way there and let's begin. First, we will take the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana, or butterfly pose. If you want more of a stretch, the feet come closer to the body. If you need less of a stretch today, the feet can come further away. If you are struggling today with any pain in the hips, you are welcome to take a more rested pose and place blocks just under the knees. Inhale, find length through your spine. Exhale, you can begin to walk over the feet, holding the toes with your hands or placing them wherever is comfortable. If you are bending fully into this posture, making sure that you lead with the chest, bending and hinging at the hips, and lower your head last. Taking a few moments here to ground to your practice and set your intentions for the day. On your next inhale, walk yourself up with the hands back to the top of your seat, bringing the left leg out long out to the side. Bring the sole of the right foot to the inner thigh of the left leg. Take a few deep breaths here to ground. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, twist and bend over your left leg. Making sure that we don't place any pressure on the knee at all. Simply allowing space here. Breathing deeply into the hamstrings, allowing them to open up as we rest in this pose. Begin to walk your way back up through center. Right leg now goes out to the other side, putting them as close or as far away as is comfortable for you. Inhale, we sit tall. Exhale into our wide-legged seated forward fold. To make sure that we're not having any pain or tension in the knees, draw the kneecaps up towards your hips so that you're contracting your quads. If this is too much, you can also take a rolled up towel, a pillow, whatever feels good underneath the knees here, just to give them a bit more of a bend. As we're moving through these hip openers, acknowledging that there are no expectations. You can be as flexible or as inflexible as your body wants you to be, and that is totally okay. We meet ourselves where we are today in this moment. Please. center. And exhale, bringing the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, twists and lean over the right leg, pointing the toes up to the sky to protect the knee. Nice deep breaths here. Begin to walk it back through center, crossing the legs once more into a half lotus. Take another couple of deep breaths just to ground here. And we'll release this pose. Come over onto our hands and knees with any props out of the way that need to be moved out of the way. And we'll go through a few rounds of coming into wide legs child's pose and then coming out. So exhale back into wide leg child's pose, knees to the edge of the mat, toes to touch through center. Inhale, keeping the legs where they are, come up and forward through a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, child's pose. 2 more repetitions at your own pace. And meet me back in your wide-legged child's pose. Inhale, coming back up onto your tabletop. We are going to plant the right toes, hug the left knee in, and however you need to get there, step it through between the hands. Coming into our first kneeling pose, you can stay with your hands planted here, or you can bring them up onto blocks. We'll stay low in this lunge. Holding here for a few deep breaths. Making sure that our left knee isn't jutting past our left toes. Keeping that ankle in alignment. up slightly, and on the exhale, walk it back into our half split. Just making sure that our glutes aren't sitting on the right heel at this moment. We want to stay up and lifted. Breathe deeply, feeling the stretch through the back of our hamstrings. Inhale, walk it forward. We'll bring the hands to the inside of the leg, and we'll heel toe out to the corner of the mat, toes at a 45-degree angle, lizard pose. Breathing nice and deeply here. If you have the space for it, you can drop down to the elbows. If not, just staying where you are. Begin to heel toe the foot across, walking it all the way so that your left foot is at your right wrist and your left knee is at your left wrist, untucking the right toes, coming into pigeon pose. You can stay up here. We'll inhale, walking ourselves up, tucking the right toes, lift the leg, and slide the left leg out to a 90-degree half frog pose. Exhale, left leg goes long down the mat. Knees come up, windshield wipe them side to side just to reset the hips. Legs come down, and we push back up to a tabletop. Taking a few moments to ground here before we move on to the other side. Inhale, squeezing the right leg through this time. Starting out here in our low lunge. Inhale deeply, feeling the deep front of the hip opening, creating space here. Acknowledging that as you move through a deep hip opener, you may feel emotional releases, you may feel tension. All of this is perfectly okay. Just meet it with compassion where you are today. A couple more deep breaths here. And on the exhale, walking it back to your half split. more deep breaths here. And exhale, walking it through, planting the hands on the inside of the foot and heel-toeing the foot of the right side out to the edge of the mat. Foot at a 45-degree angle, lizard pose on the other side. Remembering to connect with your breath here. Walking it back through center, moving all the way over so that the right foot meets the left wrist, right foot meets right knee, untuck the toes of the left leg, and come into your expression of pigeon pose. To a forward fold if that serves you in your practice today. Few more deep breaths here. Inhale, walking up the hands, tucking the left toes, sliding it over so that the right leg is at a 90, and taking your half frog on this side. Exhale, the right leg long, knees bend, and windshield wipe it out. Take any more movement that you think you might need here, and then I'll meet you on your back. All right, we'll meet on our backs here, starting first with a deep exhale, bringing the knees to the chest and just creating small circles. Your knees can come in to meet each other and then out and away. Go the other way, keep it nice and even. One more tight hug. And then the left leg can either be bent with the foot planted on the ground or long down the mat. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, we route the right knee into the right armpit. Toes can be pointed to protect the knee and the ankle. Breathing deeply here, taking up more space as it is allowed. Through center. Exhale your foot to the sky, grabbing either the inside of the foot, the outside of the foot, or peace fingers around the big toe. Taking half happy baby here, rocking gently back and forth as you open space through the hips. A few more deep breaths. Exhale, release, finding the left thigh with the right ankle. You can stay here. Inhale, bringing the hands behind the thigh and the hamstrings, or if you need more of a stretch through the glute there, you can grab through the front of the shin, thread the needle. Continuing to breathe deeply. Exhale, allowing the left foot to find the mat. If you need space, shimmy the hips towards the right, keeping the legs exactly as they are, but bringing the right knee in so that it's in alignment with the chest, not in towards the chest, just pivoting it so that it's in alignment with the chest. Allow your legs to drop over to the left side for a spinal twist with a bit of a glute stretch here. If you need more pressure into the glute stretch, you can place your left hand on your right knee. Back through center, giving yourself a tight squeeze and letting the right foot find the mat or go long down the mat. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, sending that left knee towards the left armpit. Continuing to breathe deeply here. Anytime you feel lost, always knowing that you have your breath open and available to connect with you. Through center. And on the inhale, finding your way back through center. And as you exhale, the foot can go to the sky. Coming into your half-happy baby on the left side, placing the hands wherever is most comfortable for you, and continuing to breathe deeply here. As you exhale, slowly releasing the foot, the left ankle finds the right thigh. Again, welcome to stay here. Grab the back of the thigh or grab the front of the shin in whatever is the most comfortable version of thread the needle for you. Exhale, foot can find the ground. Again, pivoting that left knee so it comes through center. And on the next exhale, rolling over, turning into your twist and glute stretch for the left glute. Inhale, back through center, giving yourself a tight squeeze. 3 options to finish off your practice today. You need a block for 2 of them or a couple of pillows. Option 1 is to plant the feet, lift up, sliding the block under the sacrum, and remain here in a supported bridge pose. Option 2, to bring the legs to the sky for legs up the wall or waterfall if you are not against a wall. And option 3 is to lengthen the legs down the mat without the block and finish off in your Shavasana, finding whatever posture feels best for you and allowing yourself to remain there for about 5 minutes or more if it serves you. Thank you so much for joining me in today's hip opening practice, and I hope to see you next time.